say to me in Bowers Game Corner?
Hey there, YouTube. I'm back again for another How to Play video, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Tetris Speed, the card game. It's for ages 6+, and it's for 2 to 8 players. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is figure out how many players you're playing with. If you're playing with 2 to 4 players, then you will just use the white cards in the game. If you're playing with more than 4 players, then you will use the white and the blue cards together. So, depending on which cards you're using, you're then going to shuffle that deck. So, we're going to set up a 4-player game, so we'll set the blue cards in the box. We won't need them. We'll give this a real good shuffle, and then we're going to set one card out in the center like so. Now, next what you're going to do is you're going to deal out cards as evenly as possible as you can to players. Any extra cards that would make piles uneven can go back in the box. Also, you want to make sure that no one looks at these cards until everyone is ready to look at the cards. But once everyone is ready, you're all going to look at the cards at the same time, and then you're going to start playing cards as fast as you can. There are no turns in this game. Now, what do you play? Well, you look at your hand, and you're looking for the next shape up. So in this example, the next shape up is this one right here. So the first person to play this card to the center is going to have that card now out of their hand, and now we're looking for that one. Now, it's important to note that you don't have to play cards one at a time if you don't want to. So let's say, for instance, I notice, oh, well, this one could go, then this one could go, and then, this one could go, because they're all in the same order. And if that ever arises, you can play all 3 of these cards at the same time. So this move right here, because the L shape is next, is completely legal. Now, let's say when people are fast and frantic, someone says, hey, I don't think you played the right card. Well, if that happens, they immediately say, stop! And then they're allowed to check the pile to make sure that the card that they're calling someone out on has been played correctly. Now, if they're correct and a card was illegally played, so let's say that we have to play an L shape next, but then someone played this, then the player who played this puts this back into their hand, and you continue on as normal. And if they were wrong and they thought that there was something wrong in this pile and there was nothing wrong in the pile, then you just continue back as normal. There's no penalty for that. Now, if you ever get to the point, especially late in the game, where no one can play it, so let's say we're looking at this and no one has the line, then once everyone acknowledges that they don't have that shape, you just take the bottom card from the deck and you put it on top and continue. And you're going to do this until someone plays their last card, at which point they will be the winner of the game and they scream Tetris! And that's how you're going to play Tetris Speed, the card game. If this helped you out, please consider giving it a thumbs up as it helps me out a whole deal. And also consider subscribing as I teach new games all the time. But go have some fun, and thanks for your time, YouTube. This video is brought to you by all of my amazing Patreon supporters, and I would love it if you would join their ranks and have your name immortalized in the end of many of my videos for the end of time. But consider for only $1 a month, and as always, thanks for stopping by.